Stone State Sports, a division of Stone State Entertainment, presents Southern Columbia football as they play host to the Spartans of Hughesville. Tonight's game brought to you by Klebon Insurance Group, 426 West Valley Avenue, Wheelersburg. Best Cleaners, the leaders in keeping it clean. And the Nickel Plate Bar and Grill, the spot for Football Fridays. Coming up next, the starting lineups and kickoff with Sean Zielinski and Scott Fabrizio. Southern Columbia, Hughesville, live on Stone State Sports.
Great food, great drinks, casual dining elegance. The Nickel Plate Bar and Grill at Knoebels Three Ponds Golf Course, Route 487, Wheelersburg.
Head to the Nickel Plate Bar and Grill Wednesdays after 4 o'clock. It's $6 build a burger with chips and a pickle, only at the Nickel Plate Bar and Grill. Carpets, upholstery, tile and grout. So fresh, so clean.
Don't you think you're being a little overdramatic?
Oh yeah, probably, yeah. All right, let's get out of here.
Okay.
Best Cleaners. Call today to get clean. 570-672-9114.
Hi, I'm Patty Pehara. I graduated from Cardinal Brennan in 1976, and we represent the North Schuylkill School District.
Chris Lanina, 2001 graduate of Shamokin Area High School.
Jonathan Ellis, Mount Carmel Area High School, class of '99.
I'm Tracy Mowry. I graduated from Shamokin Area High School in 1982.
Casey Savitsky, Southern Columbia High School, class of 2012.
Brad Klebon Insurance Group, supporting our local high schools and our community for decades.
And welcome to Southern Columbia High School for Week 8 of the high school football season. Tonight, Southern Columbia hosts the Spartans of Hughesville in a Heartland Athletic Conference showdown. Good evening, Sean Zielinski, Scott Fabrizio, and Chad Evans getting set to bring you all the action right here on Stone State Sports. Scott, the final stretch of the regular season is upon us. Southern Columbia is 6-1 with 3 games left in the regular season. Hughesville comes into the game with 1 win on the year. So what's the mindset of Southern Columbia tonight?
Sean, tonight's a really good matchup tonight with Southern versus Hughesville. This game, Southern, I think, does have the advantage in this contest tonight. The big thing coming in at Southern, I think, keep your fundamentals right, build your confidence going into the postseason, and try to get as healthy as you can going into the late run.
Yeah, the Tigers now reach the final stretch of the season. They have tonight, they'll host Hughesville. Next week, they will travel to Selinsgrove and finish out the season at Danville. So after tonight, they will face 2 teams with winning records. Tonight, Hughesville comes in with that 1 win. As we said, Warrior Run was the only win of the season. They took care of business 46-7 in that one. While we have some time, we're going to take time to meet the starters on both sides of the team, both teams. Brought to you by Brian G. Persing Masonry, proud builder of the 99 Steps project in Shamokin. They specialize in hardscapes and pavers, concrete, stone, brickwork, and blockwork. You can contact them on Facebook or on their website at briangpersingmasonry.co or give them a call, 570-847-2479. Brian G. Persing, we do masonry. Starters for the Tigers on offense, going to hear some familiar names, but some new names. At quarterback, the young sophomore Blake Wise will continue his reign at the helm. Scott, we talked about how important it is for this offense and Blake Wise to develop as the Tigers come down the stretch and approach another playoff run.
With missing Klebon as a starter, senior captain starter, you got to start building your confidence, building your timing with Blake. Blake stepped in a tough battle, kind of got baptism by fire against that Wyoming Valley or Wyomissing team.
Wyomissing, yep.
Yep, kind of got baptism by fire against that team. Last week he built his confidence, and I think he's just going to lead that on into the postseason.
Yeah, last week at Central Columbia, the Tigers took care of business up there 49-0, blanked the Blue Jays, and they come back home tonight to play a team now that might be similar to Central Columbia, but I think the key for this offense and the key for the Tigers right now is to focus on being consistent. When you have young players that are coming in late in the season, like Wise and some of the running backs tonight, I think the Tigers want to focus on consistency. Be consistent at what we do to prepare for what's important for us right now, which is playoff football down the stretch. The backfield will be led by Gavin Garcia, that senior captain. Matt Masala and Trevor Yorks, who had a great game last week, was the best cleaners, best performer, put on a show for us, showing off some of his skills. Now he's a senior along with Masala. Receivers Jake Rose and Garrett Garcia still filling in for the injured Jake Teslowski. Kerstetter will be the tight end. Offensive line anchored by Gabe Leffler. The guards Joe Quinton and Brett Horton. Carson Savitsky and Logan Sharrow will be the tackles. Sharrow's filling in for an injured Chris Treshak. Defensively, Tigers will play that 4-4. Defensive tackles, Nevin Deal filling in for Treshak on the defensive side, and Austin Reeder. Defensive ends, Derek Berlitz and Colden Bloom. Bloom will fill in for Logan Sharrow on the other side of that line. Linebackers for the Tigers on the outside, Mike Zito and Ashton Hellwig. Hellwig now being moved from that safety position, coming up and going to play some outside linebacker for the Tigers. So Roth making some changes this week.
That's going to be an interesting transition. You go from covering a lot of field to shorter, closer to the line of scrimmage, mixing your nose in, and I think he can do it.
You know, Hellwig, to me, shined in the defense this season is when he came up with that speed that he has and helps in that run support. So I think Jim Roth maybe saw some of that on his film and changed up some of that defensive scheme. So Hellwig going to see some outside linebacker. Of course, on the inside, the two guys, the leading tacklers on the defense, Dominic Fedorov and Garrett Garcia. And the secondary now, cornerback Jake Rose, Connor Gallagher, and at safety is going to be the senior Gavin Garcia. Let's meet some of these Spartans of Hughesville. At quarterback, Luke Kaiser. Running backs, Brendan Knight and Mason Hoppus. Wide receivers, Angelo Ferrigno, Justin Fowler, Joey Swink, Aiden Bartlett, and Tyler Fowler will be the tight end. Offensive line anchored by the center, number 71, Josh Applegate. The guards, Bryce Burkhart and Luke Turner. And the tackles, Brennan Hartman and Chase Snyder. Defensively, the Spartans will run a 4-3. Defensive line, Chase Snyder, Jose Applegate, Brennan Hartman, Gabe Wagner, and Landon King. Linebackers, Mason Hoppus, Luke Stutzman, and Aiden Bartlett. Secondary, cornerbacks, Justin Fowler and Joey Swink. And the two safeties, Tyler Wetzel and Angelo Ferrigno. Scott, a beautiful night for football here in Southern Columbia. A lot of things going on. It is senior night. We had a chance just prior to going live to see some of the seniors be honored. The football players, the football cheerleaders, and the band members.
Beautiful
and they
thing.
spread from 30 to 30, so this was a nice big senior class.
It was a real nice, send-off for these seniors. They definitely worked hard. Hard work always pays off, and I think it was nice to recognize all the seniors, football players, cheerleaders, band members. They all do a great job.
Yeah, during that time you had mentioned Berlitz. We saw him. He was the first name to get called. We did say that he was up at Penn State last weekend.
Yeah.
He was on the sidelines. And
good for him getting some looks.
Getting some looks from James Franklin up there in Happy Valley. So Berlitz might be on his way. Well, we know he's on his way to play at the next level. It's just a matter of where. And Penn State right now, not a bad place to go play some football.
Realistically, any team that gets an animal like that is going to have a good shot.
So I'm not sure what's going on over here in the end zone.
Well, Sean, I believe their Southern Columbia Chorus is going to be doing their rendition of the national anthem. Our boy Dylan's down there getting ready to sing also. We can't forget big happy birthday wishes to Dylan. Today's his birthday.
Yeah, Dylan turned 18 today, so he's legally an adult.
Yeah.
Should we sing happy birthday to Dylan?
We may sing at the end of the game, give him a little.
At the end of the game.
Well, yeah, why not? He's not even in the booth. Remember Toll Booth Willie?
That is a good point, Scott. He's not even here to hear us sing to him, so maybe we'll wait a little bit, or maybe when he comes in
we'll give
to
him
take over the second half, we'll kind of surprise him with
little happy birthday.
Yeah, some of our skills is singing.
I don't know if
and let's not forget to mention what's important about tonight. We're honoring our veterans in the third and fourth quarter. Brian or BJ Carpentier is going to be here from the Freedom Fighter Outdoors organization. He'll be joining us talking about some of the great things they do across the community. Brian, of course, a veteran of our country. He is a local community guy who's very involved and staying active with, of course, our active service members and former service members. So he'll be joining us for the third and fourth quarter. Very excited about that.
Absolutely. I mean, the Freedom Fighter Outdoors is a great organization, helps out these veterans, help them get back to civilian life, gives them a chance to get together with other veterans and just have a good day. We have a couple nice events coming up. BJ and myself will be talking about. We were actually able to link up with some Southern Columbia alumni and help out the Freedom Fighter Outdoors, but we'll definitely have more information coming to the Stone State SoCo family later on around the third and fourth quarter here. So looking forward to having a nice conversation with BJ.
Yeah, that is going to be great. Tigers now take the field, and I'm not sure when they'll be doing the national anthem. Probably wait till Hughesville comes down and gets to their sideline. But got a lot of things going on tonight. Very exciting time, a beautiful night for football. And, we said it when we got here. The weather is absolutely perfect. We thought it was going to be another hot one, but
it's hot.
Just a nice, cool evening. And even up here in that Breaker Cigar press box, we are nice. We are nice and cool and just having a great time. We got a nice fan base here from Hughesville right in front of us. And I think we're not starting the anthem just quite yet. Hey, Sheer Color Studio, specializing in color and cut, providing clients with outstanding salon services with a relaxed atmosphere while performing their craft exceptionally well. Experience life with beautiful color. Sheer Color Studio, we've got the color for you. Hughesville now takes the field, a fired up football team who comes in here with one win, but you see the intensity in the players now. They jump all over each other. See the American flag. So nice to see that as they take the field. I'm sure they're fired up for a high school matchup with the Tigers on a beautiful Friday night here in Southern Columbia. We are preparing to sing this national anthem. A large youth choir right around the 20-yard line. Chad's trying to get his microphone set up here that we can hear this to the best of our abilities, but
do our best.
Captains for Southern now standing at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, our boy Dylan's out there. He's getting ready to belt it out.
Hey, I don't want to forget to mention Best Cleaners. Best Cleaners, we strive to meet your every cleaning need, whether it be a simple floor cleaning, house cleaning, window cleaning, sanitizing job, or a major water extraction. Best Cleaners is here for you. Owned by the Warhotch and Lepotsky families and located in Paxinas, we proudly serve the region and surrounding areas. Call Best Cleaners today, 570-672-9114. Or check them out at bestcleanersllc.com or like them on Facebook. Hey, speaking of Best Cleaners, Tim will be with us next week. He'll be doing the color up there in Selinsgrove as we travel on the road to take the Seals on in a Week 9 matchup. Now, they're playoff bound in District 4 right now. I think they hold the 2 seed in Quad A.
I believe you are correct.
I'm not sure who Selinsgrove plays tonight.
I'm sure my dad will get it into us.
But another tough team the Tigers will have to face down the stretch. As we said, Selinsgrove and then Danville.
Here we go, national anthem.
A nice rendition of our national anthem done by the youth choir of Southern Columbia, mix of the high school and youth.
It was high school, youth, and alumni.
Okay, high school, youth, and alumni.
That's just a beautiful thing, baby. Beautiful, beautiful.
Great to see. Now both teams will head to their respective sidelines and prepare for the opening kickoff here from Southern Columbia Tiger Stadium on a beautiful Friday night for high school football. Week 8 of the high school football season, and I know there's some big games across the area. Shamokin area takes on Milton tonight at home. Mount Carmel taking on Loyal Sock. Another big game.
That's a barn burner right there.
That is going to be a big game to determine some playoffs here. Those are some teams that Southern Columbia could see in those district playoffs. So I'm sure we'll be updated throughout the evening to keep you posted on those scores. It looks like the Tigers are going to receive the opening kick. Back deep to receive is going to be Rose and Garcia. Jake Roscott stepping in, doing a great job for the injured Wisławski, who I think we got word right now might be done for the season. We're not quite sure. We don't want to speak too soon.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, those ankles, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're nagging injuries, and Wisławski only a junior.
Yeah.
He still has his senior year. Well, he has his junior year of track season left, and of course his senior year of football and track. So we wish him.
See tonight, though, Sean, just to point out real quick, you see Southern's doing their, honor for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They have their ankles taped with the pink tape to support breast cancer awareness. I believe that's the Susan B. Komen Foundation. Very nice.
Kicking off for the Spartans, number 14, Josh Heine. Going to be a short kick taken by
28,
Trevor Yorks. Yorks is spun out of bounds at the 35-yard line. The Tigers will take possession right on the 35-yard line. So in comes the young Blake Wise to lead this team once again. And Scott, with every rep, he gets more and more experience.
I think he gets the experience, 1 and 2. You got to build that kid's confidence. He's he stepped in that Wyomissing game, and it didn't fare out too well for him. But the more you can get him reps, get him used to the timing of these, especially in the wing T with these running backs, the more that's going to build confidence.
Well, he'll come out with a two-wing look. Rose split out to his right. He's going to look to pass in the first play. He's got Rose wide open. Pressure coming off the edge. He'll short throw it to the out of bounds. That's going to, looks like it might be intentional grounding, but Scott right off the line of scrimmage. Rose beat the corner, but Wise not able to set his feet. Pressure coming from the Spartans.
I think that's really tough there. You got a young offensive lineman coming in, filling in for Treshok. We had Blake roll out to that side. Jake was open. Unfortunately, he was unable to get him the ball.
Yeah, so Hughesville doing a good job of not letting Southern get their passing game going. Of course, now, we talked about it each week how corners of Southern opponents play Rose about 8 to 10 yards off. Hughesville played up, but you see how that can hurt you right away. Rose with his vertical speed can beat you right off the line of scrimmage.
That's that power of the mullet right there. Just, I think when he flicks the hair, just like in the old over the top when the hat goes backwards, it's on. When he flicks the hair, he's going.
Well, 2nd down and 20 for the Tigers.
I say you go to the same call.
Wing T set. This one's going to go to Masala to the right. Masala met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up about 2 on the play.
Hard runner, hard carry. Just, again, I think you see Roth going to that sideline or going to that side of the line just to help get that. I forget who his name is there, Sean. If you can see a number filling in for Treshok tonight. Kind of hard over in that corner.
Yeah, in for Treshok is, I'll have to check my call sheet, but yeah, we do have some younger linemen in there. That's Logan Sharrow. They'll come out in a 2-wing set, sprint or jet sweep to Garcia to the outside. Garcia's got room. There is a flag on the play. Garcia takes this one over the 40-yard line.
Shifty move there, still on his feet. Oh, nice cut.
And he's going to take this one all the way down to the 10. There is a flag back around the line of scrimmage, but
and the ref's calling him back.
Southern Columbia comes back with a jet sweep to the left to Garcia. Had nothing but a sea of room to run.
He made some beautiful cuts right there. Little stop and goes. Nice run.
Looks like it'll be a block in the back on the Tigers, so this one will come back again.
2 big penalties, very uncommon for Southern, especially on the first opening drive. 2 penalties like that to start the game, I'm sure is not sitting well with Coach Roth.
Well, we talked about consistency. That was one of the things that we said that Jim Roth might be focusing on is let's be consistent in what we do. And right now, penalties interrupt that offense being consistent in what they do.
Penalties are not consistent. I think, is it consistency, Sean, or is it basics? You got to stick to the basics.
Now it'll be 3rd down and 17 for the Tigers, pushed back to the 19-yard line. Rose will split out again with a single safety high.
Looks like they're bringing the pressure here, it looks like.
Toss sweep to Garcia to the right. Rose has a nice block on the corner. Garcia has the corner. He cuts back again. He's off to the races.
Brought down. Nice run by Garcia there. Brought down on, I believe, what was that, the 37-yard line. Made 2 guys miss. Touchdown saving tackle there.
Jim Roth going back to a toss sweep to Garcia. And, I actually thought there they might have went back to Rose with a single safety high look. That's a man coverage to the outside with a very tall Jake Rose. Might be a mismatch or something they're trying to set up here. Wing T set for the Tigers. Masala wing to the right. Straight dive now to Yorks. He'll bounce to the outside.
Wrapped up nice by the Hughesville team there. Brought down by number 27. Mason Hoppus. Having trouble finding the number there, my bad.
2nd and 11 now for the Tigers, and the Spartans right now doing a great job of getting penetration but not over-penetrating and meeting these Southern Columbia running backs at the line of scrimmage. Wing T set now again. This one goes to Masala to the right. He's brought down for a gain of about 3 to 4 yards.
Hard tackle there, met at the line. Looks like he gained 2 on the carry. Hard runner, hit that hole, put his lowered the shoulder, kind of delivered the hammer right there.
Going to bring up 3rd down and 11 for the Tigers on their first possession of the evening. 9:16 remaining in the first quarter. Southern Columbia 0, Hughesville 0. Wing T set now to the left, Rose split to the right. This one is going to go to Garcia, off tackle to the left. Shifts to the outside. And he will drag some Hughesville defenders close to the first down.
See where they're moving the chains forward. That is a first down. Sean, that's one thing right there when you see Garcia hit that corner. It's tough to bring him down, one guy, especially with those shifty moves he has.
Well, Garcia right now has been the offense for Southern Columbia. Anybody else who's touched the ball really has only either gained a yard or lost yards. Wing T set to the left now. Rose split to the right. Play action pass looking to Rose out to the flats. He's got him open. Completed at the 10-yard line, and he'll take this one in for the touchdown. So Jake Rose on a square out connects from Blake Wise, the young sophomore quarterback, for the first touchdown of the evening. Southern Columbia 6, Hughesville 0, with 8:30 remaining in the first quarter. So Scott, Blake Wise does a great job play actioning, setting his feet, letting Jake Rose create leverage down the field, and a great throw to the outside, hits him in stride, touchdown Southern Columbia.
And that's a great timing route that it only helps build confidence into the post.
Well, the extra point is up from Carter and good. So
nice
Southern
leg.
Columbia 7, Hughesville 0. With 40 years experience, Mar Development Heating and Cooling is able to tackle any of your residential or commercial HVAC needs. For repair, installation, maintenance, and 24-hour emergency service, call Mar Development Heating and Cooling. Reach them online at mardevelopmenthvac.com. Hughesville now will set to receive the kick as they gave up the opening drive touchdown after multiple penalties. The Tigers were faced with 3rd and 20s, 3rd and 17s. Gavin Garcia able to pick up both of those first downs. Then the Tigers come back to a play action pass play to Rose, who was wide open down the field on a square out, and Wise just dropped a dime out to the flat area, and Rose did the rest, took it in for a touchdown.
He with the speed of Rose, hitting that outside, taking that hard inside cut, breaking to the outside. Wise made a great throw, matched up 6 points later.
Carter now going to kick this one deep. Back deep to receive for the Spartans is Aiden Bartlett, and number 48 Bartlett's going to take this one, and not much running room there, as a few Tigers were there to meet him right around the 18-yard line.
Looks like brought down on play by Garrett Garcia is one in there, and a host of other Tigers as well.
Luke Kaiser now the quarterback for the Spartans, will try to lead his team on the opening drive.
Band doing a great job tonight.
Kaiser will come out in a shotgun, trip set to the wide side. Snap is back, he looks out to the flats, a quick hit. Pass is completed to his receiver, number 5, Angelo Ferrigno, but Scott, Southern Columbia all over that one.
Brought down by made a nice tackle. It looked like Connor Gallagher was in on that play. Fedorov was in on there a little bit. Hellwig making a nice play there as well. That's one of those plays, Sean, where, you know, you make one person miss, you got some blockers set up that could be trouble.
Loss on the play of about 3 yards, so they will face a 2nd down and 13 from their own 14-yard line. Motion to a trip set to the wide side now again. Going to try to hit that little arrow pass out to the flats. That was intended for number 10, Joey Swink. Incomplete. Will bring up 3rd down for the Spartans on their opening possession, and they're deep in their own territory.
Heavy pressure there by the animal. Derek Burlett's coming in off the end.
So right now, the Spartans coming out trying to establish a pass game. Swink was open, but right now the Luke Kaiser just having trouble setting his feet and throwing the ball accurately.
You're going to see a lot of pressure up front. Southern, it's going to definitely bring the blitzes, the different looks up front, which is going to create pressure in the backfield.
Spread look now, 2 receivers to each side. Kaiser again on a slant. Misses his intended receiver on the play was Tyler Fowler. I'm sorry, number 10, Joey Swink. So going to bring up 4th down for Southern Columbia on the punt return now.
You know, Sean, if you really looked at that defense there, you definitely noticed, I think anybody could notice, that you had Garcia and Fedorov coming up to the line. They're blitzing. They're not hiding it at all. They're letting you know. I think that's what made that quick throw. He had to get the ball out of his hands before he took the sack.
Punting for the Spartans will be Tyler Fowler. Back deep to receive is Gavin Garcia. He stands at the Hughesville 40-yard line. Should be great field position for the Tigers based on the punt here. There's a flag down. This one goes over the head of Garcia, bounces over the 50-yard line, bounces over the 40-yard line, and a great Hughesville roll all the way down to the Southern Columbia 31-yard line.
We do have Laundry on the field.
Wait on the call here. I'm going to assume it was offsides on Southern Columbia.
False start.
Hey, if you're looking for someone dependable and reliable to help complete those home repairs you've been putting off, or do you need a hand with fall landscaping or leaf cleanup? Could you just use a little help around the house? Contact Blaine at Bear Hollow Home Maintenance. Connect on Facebook or call 570-274-7385. Bear Hollow Home Maintenance for all your home maintenance needs.
Blaine does a great job. Snow removal as well. He helped me out a couple times because I don't feel like shoving my driveway.
Yeah, that old man Winter starting to peek his head here as the Tigers will break the huddle now in a 2-wing set.
He's a nice guy.
Yorks is the lone back. You see Rose split out to the wide side of the field with no safety help. Interesting defensive call by the Spartans. Fake the jet sweep. Yorks takes the dive. Not much doing there for Trevor Yorks.
You know, Sean, it's almost like I think, you know, you're pointing out the no safety, no free safety help up top. Maybe Southern's trying to establish this run and eventually say a little hello and throw Rose a deep one.
Yeah, I say it's interesting just because Jake Rose is a very dynamic player. We do talk about his speed, but I think his strength as well. He does a great job gaining leverage on his routes. So we'll see what they do here now. They'll split Rose out to the right side. 2-wing set once again. Straight dive again to Yorks, and not much doing on that one. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 8 for the Tigers with 6:35 on the clock. Southern Columbia 7, Hughesville 0. If you're just joining us here live from Tiger Stadium in the first quarter, Southern Columbia faces a 1-win Hughesville team as they play the last stretch of the regular season. This is week 8. Next week they will travel to Selinsgrove and finish the season at Danville. 3rd down and 8. Rose is split out wide to the left. 2-wing set once again. Jet sweep to Garcia, cuts back to the inside, and he's
Spin move.
brought down on the play by a few Hughesville Spartans, but I think initially Scott was number 30 for Hughesville, did a great job wrapping Garcia up. Luke Stutzman.
Sean, you're really seeing Hughesville getting a nice push up front, not letting Southern create those big holes that they're used to running through. They're getting a nice push up front, pushing some of those offensive linemen back a little bit, which is throwing off the timing of those running handoffs and runs.
Tigers now will punt this one away.
Carter
receiving
with the
the
nice
punt.
boot.
Aiden Bartlett calls a fair catch right around the 27, 28-yard line. So Hughesville will take their second possession of the evening from their own 28-yard line. Scott, the opening series for the Spartans was a little rough as they tried to establish that pass game.
Sean, I think Hughesville has a nice game plan, trying to do some quick hits, quick outs, get that pressure to back off a little bit, but I still think you're going to see what Southern does. They're going to blitz, blitz, blitz.
Well, Kaiser now will come out. They'll look at a under center I formation, slots to the left. Little change of pace from the opening set when they started out with a shotgun trips. So we saw this type of strategy from a team a few weeks ago called Wyoming Area.
Yes.
If you remember how they came out and showed Southern Columbia different looks, nothing was consistent in the offense, and Southern Columbia struggled. Kaiser now, I'm not sure if that was a busted play, but he'll lose a few on this one. Brought down by outside backer, I believe that's Zito. Nope, that's good. Yep, Mike Zito on the tackle.
Made a real nice play, was able to read and react, find the open area, and make the sack. Great play by Zito there.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 15 for the Spartans from their own 20-yard line. 5:05 on the clock in the first quarter. Southern Columbia 7, Hughesville 0. They'll come out once again under center, run a tight bunch set to the left. Toss sweep to that side. Toss sweep given a number 48 on the carry for the Spartans is going to be Brendan Knight.
Brought down by Garcia again on the play. Really, I believe, Sean, if I'm correct, I think he's leading the team in tackles from that middle linebacker position.
Yeah, Garcia has led the team since last season as a freshman. He's been the leading tackler, Scott, since game 1 of last year. And right behind him this year is the young freshman in Fedorov.
And I say this week in and week out, Fedorov is a freshman, but he's not playing like a freshman.
Shotgun will go Kaiser again. He's got a 2-back set in the backfield. He'll look for a quick hit. This one's batted down by Berlitz.
He is dangerous coming off that edge like that. Large man right there coming off. Big score coming in here, Sean. Shamokin 7, Milton 0, also Jersey Shore 7, Danville 0.
2 games in the area, 2 good games in the area. That Milton game has playoff implications for the Indians. They hold on to the 4th seed, but Milton, I believe, is the 3rd seed in District 4 Quad A.
You may be correct.
The Spartans now are going to punt once again, and there's going to be a false start, I believe, on number 31 for Hughesville. That's Gabe Wagner.
Oh, they're calling
They're going to call encroachment here on Southern Columbia.
Big 5-yard penalty.
We'll mark off the 5 yards.
Still brings up 4th down, but, Sean, that goes back to that opening drive. You're seeing a lot of penalties right now being committed by Southern Columbia.
So 4th down and 11 for the Spartans. Back deep to receive is Garcia once again. He stands right around his own 40-yard line. This one's going to take a bounce to Garcia. He's got room to take it, and this one goes through his legs. Smart play to just fall on the ball. He had a Hughesville defender right on his hip. So Southern Columbia now will take over from their own 30-yard line as Gavin Garcia struggled to field that punt. Scott, what are you looking here from this offense to try to get the Tigers rolling?
Right now, Sean, I think Southern's just going to do what they normally do. They're going to try to get that run established more and more. And I do think, you're going to see a Blake Wise to Jake Rose connection on a deep one.
Yeah, Rose, as we said, is split out to the right side with that man coverage. And number 10 for Hughesville is going to have his hands full, Joey Swink. Tigers will come out in a wing T look, wing to the left. Straight dive to Yorks. Yorks has a big hole, and he's off to the races, and Yorks might take this one. 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Wow.
Southern Columbia, Trevor Yorks, the senior Scott, once again, last week's best cleaners, best performer of the game. He takes a straight dive untouched for a 70-yard touchdown scamper.
Beautiful run set up by beautiful blocking up front. I say it all the time. Behind or in front of every good running back is a good offensive line.
Tigers now will attempt the extra point. Carter on.
He has a nice leg, Sean, you know it.
Doing a great job in his sophomore year.
Great job.
Snap is back, kick is up, and it is good. So with 3:45 remaining in the first quarter, Southern Columbia 14, Hughesville 0.
Great food. Great drinks. Casual dining elegance. The Nickel Plate Bar and Grill at Knoebels Three Ponds Golf Course, Route 487, Healdsburg.
The Nickel Plate wants to make sure you're ready for kickoff. Don't miss a minute of football on Fridays. Pre-order your feast by 4 p.m. and pick up before 6 p.m. Take 10% off the entire order. Call the Nickel Plate at 570-672-5277 and settle in for kickoff on a Friday.
Back at Tiger Stadium where they lead in this one 14-0 in the first quarter. And Trevor Yorks, the senior, who is filling in for the injured Barnes, has done a great job these past 2 weeks. Got his start last week, comes in this week and scampers for 70 yards. So Trevor Yorks, once again, showing us that he's got some wills and he can play some backfield in this Tiger offense.
And that's one thing you tend to see, especially here at Southern Columbia. You see these guys, one person goes down, the next one fills in, and they're almost like, again, they don't rebuild, they reload.
This one taken again by Aiden Bartlett. Crosses over the 20-yard line, still on his feet. He's got room to the outside. Bartlett still on his feet to the 40-yard line.
Nice return. Brought down on the field by Colton Bloom. You know, Sean, Colton Bloom's having a really nice year special team-wise, getting his nose in there. And that's a kind of a – special teams aren't a team that really gets noticed that much. But he's a kid that's definitely stepping up on special teams, making some nice tackles.
Yeah, nice tackle there in the open field to save what could have been a much bigger return. Bloom getting a start at defensive end tonight for the injured Logan Sharrow.
Ooh, all tied up 7-7, Shamokin Milton.
Spartans will come back out in a shotgun look, tight bunch to the right side of the field. They'll run a straight dive to the running back, and that's going to go nowhere for about a loss of 3 on that one, Scott.
Really nice tackle there, Sean, by Fedorov coming in. You know, you look at that tackle, got through the line of scrimmage, almost broke down in a sense, read where the ball is, and attacked to it. That's what a linebacker needs to do, and that's what he did.
Well, Brendan Knight on the carry, and I'm sure he wasn't happy to see a few black jerseys in the backfield when he took the ball. Going to bring up second down. Well, the scoreboard says 8, but it's not 8. It's got to be at least about 12 yards.
I would say 11 and a half.
Snap is back to Kaiser. He'll hand it off once again, off tackle to the right. There is a flag on the play.
Again, brought down on the field there by, you know, Sean, it's almost like every play, Fedorov and Garcia are in on the tackle. You know, it's one of those things, obviously they're leading the team 1 and 2 in tackles. But you, as a running back, you break through that line, now you have those two to deal with.
Holding on the play, Southern will decline. Scott, you mentioned the 2 leading tacklers. Garcia comes in with 88. Fedorov comes in with 54. So these two really have cleaned up on the defensive side. The next guy close to them is Zito at 36, and then Berlitz comes in at 34 tackles.
Wow.
So you can see the gap these two have created between the teammates in terms of their total number of tackles. Kaiser now in the shotgun set, third down. Snap is back. Pressure comes from the Tigers. Completes this one to his intended receiver on the play. Number 12 is Jediah Webb.
Pushed out of bounds by Helwig there on the play.
Well short of the first down is correct. Going to bring up fourth down in the punting situation. Some scores from across the area. Shamokin 14, now Milton 7. Mount Carmel 6, Loyal Sox 0. Some games we're keeping our eye on this evening.
It's almost like we have our own little, what do they call them, stringers or whatever they say. You know, my dad's at home, probably with the TV and the iPad sitting there reading the scores off to us. Does a good job.
Well, the Spartans will punt here. Once again, Garcia is back deep. This one a great kick. way over Garcia's head.
Garcia's letting
bounces inside the 10-yard line.
Picking it up? Nope.
He's not going to pick this one up at the 5-yard line is where it'll stand. Southern Columbia will come out with 2:33 remaining in the first quarter at their own 5-yard line. They lead 14-0. Cigars and cigar accessories. Stop down and enjoy our indoor or outdoor seating on 8th Street. That's Breaker's Cigars.
In the Breaker Cigar booth right now. Hey, Mike. How you doing? Look at Chad's beautiful face there. Sean in the background with his tight pants on.
Oh, yeah. Tigers will break the huddle now, trying to see what they can do from their own 5-yard line. Wing tee set to the left. Rose split. I'm not sure if that's Rose.
Yeah.
It is Rose. Garcia now could take this one about 95 yards. He's got the room to go, and I think he'll take it. There's no flags on the play. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Gavin Garcia on a 95-yard touchdown run off tackle to the left. Southern Columbia now leads in this one 20-0 with 2:18 remaining in the first quarter.
Again, Sean, what do I always say? The line created the hole. Garcia did the rest. Once he hits that open field, hits the burst of speed, probably the C button, and good night.
Well, Garcia now takes that one 95 yards. He's well over 100 yards rushing in the first half.
First quarter.
But that's what I mean, in the first half.
Well, it's the first quarter. It's not the second quarter yet, so it's the first quarter. Carter's kick is up and good.
So Southern Columbia leads now 21-0 with 2:18 remaining in the first quarter.
Oh no. Mom, I spilled the milk. Huh? Where'd the milk go? Wow, that was quick.
The quickest and most efficient cleanup experience. Best Cleaners.
Back at Tiger Stadium where they lead in this one 21-0 with 2:18 remaining in the first quarter. Gavin Garcia takes a 95-yard touchdown run, showing off his blazing speed down the sideline. Not many Spartans able to catch him, Scott, as he broke free off tackle, and the rest was Garcia.
The rest was, that was it. All you can say is, you know, this is an interesting fact coming in from our boy Kurt. Jay Drumheller has the record for the longest TD run in Southern Columbia Tiger history at 98 yards.
Wow.
Garcia almost had the record breaker that day. Thanks, Kurt.
So this one goes into the end zone. Unable to return that in high school football. The Spartans will take it from their own 20-yard line as they trail 21-0, Scott. And right now the spread offense hasn't worked for the Spartans. They tried to go a little I formation power football. And again, there's not much going either way. So what are you trying to do here offensively to try to get something going?
Well, if I'm Hughesville right now, I'm not, you know, abandoning ship. I'm still trying to establish a run game. They're having a nice push up front. Now they just got to get that push to the linebackers and help slow those two animals down with Garcia and Fedorov right there.
Kaiser will come back under center, I formation, split receiver to each side. Straight dive to his fullback. That'll pick up a few on the play, brought down by Zito.
And Burlitz.
Going to bring up second down and roughly 7 yards.
Sean, can't forget to talk about, you know, second half here coming in. We're going to have the Freedom Fighter Outdoors, BJ Carpentier coming in, talking about those guys and all the great things we've been doing in the area, and especially that connection we have with some of the Southern Columbia alumni.
Yeah, that's something to look forward to as BJ's out here sitting outside the Breaker cigar box.
We're getting some interesting pictures coming in. Oh, wait here.
Toss sweep to the outside. This one taken by number 48, Brendan Knight. Not much doing on the play. Might have lost a yard or two. Brings up third down.
Got a bunch of interesting pictures here Chad's getting. I guess the wayside down there is having a nice little Southern Columbia Stone State watch party. Have the game on at the outside bar, watching it. Some people enjoying a slushie or a nice cold beverage.
Boy, what a great time to get down there. It's a beautiful night. You sit outside, watch some Southern Columbia football. and just enjoy the great food down there at the Wayside. What a great time. Hey, if you're sitting around and you're looking for something to do, head on down to the Wayside.
Yeah. Let's can't forget our boys at the Nickel Plate there. We had a nice golf tournament down in the Nickel Plate today.
There's a fumble on this one, Scott.
Burlett's created the fumble. Looks like they recovered it as well. But, you know, Sean, like I was saying, the Nickel Plate, me and Chad had an opportunity to play in a nice golf tournament down there today. Nickel Plate had a nice setup there, pulled pork sandwiches for us. It was really, really nice turnout, beautiful place to enjoy a round of golf.
Yeah, great supporter of the show as well.
Oh, yeah.
We
love our
really
family.
appreciate them. Tigers now did not recover the fumble, so it's going to bring up 4th down for the Spartans. They will punt this one away to Garcia, who stands at the 46-yard line. If I was Garcia, I think I might want to back up. The past 2 have gone over his head.
You know, Sean, you really want to watch here. Derek Burlett's coming in. They triple teamed him actually that time. The last punt, he almost drove that defender back into the punter. So now what do? They put 3 guys on him. Not 1, not 2, but 3.
Well, this punt was high this time and short. Looks like it'll be spotted right on the 43-yard line of Hughesville. That is the end of the first quarter, so Southern Columbia leads 21-0.
Oh, $1 million. Here we go, baby.
Yeah. Hold up, Chad.
Hold up? What do you mean? It's party time.
I like parties.
Chad, what about your wife and kids?
Well, they can party too.
A yacht, Susquehanna River. Huge yacht. I mean, the yacht of yachts. Huge.
He makes a good point. Nice big yacht.
Chad, you could buy a boat if you want, but why don't we talk about putting some of that money away for your future, your retirement, your kids' education? Let's use our brain a little bit here.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, a squirrel.
Chad, why don't we set up an appointment at Wojtowicz-Waslowski Investment Group today?
Sounds good.
Call 570-648-6061 for solutions to all your personal and financial goals.
Yo, what about the yacht?
Get out.
We are Wojtowicz-Waslowski Investment Group.
Back at Tiger Stadium now, the second quarter set to kick off. Southern Columbia 21, Hughesville 0. And that Southern offensive game plan, the run game, Scott, has just started to amplify. Garcia runs for 95, Yorks runs for 70. Tigers will take over as their defense has completely dominated Hughesville at this point.
Sean, I think you're going to see more and more of that offensive line of Southern Columbia asserting their dominance.
2 wing set now. Rose split out to the left. Looks to his way on a slant.
Ooh.
Can't tell if that one was batted down or Rose just couldn't pull it in, but Wise threw it a little behind him on that slant route, and Rose not able to pull it in.
It was a little tough there, timing route. Just a quick throw. I don't know if it was batted at the line. I'm not sure. Contacts aren't doing their best.
2nd down and 10 now for the Tigers to start the second quarter. They lead in this one 21-0. They will break the huddle after an incomplete pass on 1st down. 2 wing set once again. Yorks is the lone back. Arc motion goes Garcia off tackle to the left. He's got room to run.
Shifty.
Still on his feet over the 30-yard line, 25-20. Cuts back to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Gavin Garcia.
But we do got laundry.
His second potential touchdown of the evening.
We do have, block in the back.
So that one will be negated for Garcia. It will be brought back again, Scott. Another penalty for this Tiger offense.
This is it's, you can't say is it the mix-up of having some younger players in the game. This is just not like the Southern Columbia that we were used to seeing. These are some costly penalties that you got to eliminate, especially going into that postseason. You can't have these penalties like this.
Well, the Tigers come out and run that off tackle to the left, and from our angle, you could see there was nobody out there. He just had room to run, and it's just a shame to see that run be negated from a holding penalty, but it's going to bring up 2nd down again for the Tigers and short, about 1, 2 wing set. He'll look to Rose again. Wise will be flushed out of the pocket. He'll fling this one out of bounds, incomplete, to bring up 3rd down and 1. So Jim Roth known for liking to pass on 2nd down and short situations. So 3rd down and 1 for the Tigers with 11:32 remaining in the second quarter. Southern Columbia 21, Hughesville 0.
There's a lot of heavy pressure there, Sean, brought on by number 71, Joshua Applegate, and also number 31 on the play. Where we at there? Gabriel Wagner.
Tigers will come out in that same look. 2 wing set. Yorks is the lone back. Arc motion to Garcia. Same playoff tackle to the left. He's got room to run again.
Ooh.
Will pick up the 1st down right to the 25-yard line of Hughesville.
Wow, Sean, do you see that right now? First you had big number 72, Brent Horton, coming through the line, making a nice block on there. But also you had Kerstetter at least 15 yards downfield on the ball, still engaged with his player, blocking downfield. That's just a great thing to see. You see those guys getting to their block and holding on to it and finishing it.
They'll break the huddle in a wing T set now to the right. Off tackle now is taken by Masala. He cuts back to the inside. Good vision. Picks up about 8 on the play, just inside the 20-yard line.
See the... Oh, we can't forget that Haunted House red zone right now, Sean. Good thing there. Can't forget about that. The Haunted House started, I believe, last week was the first week.
Last Friday night, I think it kicked off.
Yeah, kicked off. Now they're in that Haunted House red zone right now. So that is a great thing for this community, for this area. Anybody gets a chance to stop down to that Elysburg Fire Company Haunted House. A lot of the local fire, some overlooks involved in that as well. Get down and show your support for that Haunted House. It's a great thing.
Wise takes the snap, play action once again. He's got Masala in the flats, wide open. Masala is going to take this one into the end zone to make it 27-0 Southern Columbia lead with 10:17 remaining in the second quarter. Scott Wise does another great job of his play action. He hides the ball so well, finds his receiver out in the flats, hits him in stride, and Masala able to take this one in for the 4th touchdown of the evening.
He was able to set his feet there and deliver a beautiful ball to Masala. Masala made the great catch, took it in for 6.
Well, the extra point now is being set to be tacked on by Carter. Snap is back, little bobbled, but this one is up and is good. So Southern Columbia now leads 28-0 with 10:17 remaining in the second quarter. Sheer Color Studio, specializing in color and cut, providing clients with outstanding salon services with a relaxed atmosphere while performing their craft exceptionally well. Experience life with beautiful color. Sheer Color Studio. We've got the color for you.
You know, Sean, we were talking there about that haunted house. You know, I don't know how many times you ever went through it as growing up or if you go through it now, but they're really getting a nice crowd down there. I can't talk enough about it. It's a great thing that they do for the community. Get down there, get a chance to walk through, get scared a little bit. You know, people jump out and say boo.
Yeah, I was driving here this evening. I saw them getting set up. I saw the food trucks getting set up, and you could see the fire trucks out there. And they do a great job of, even if you're standing in line, you know that it's the thrill of hearing people scream and run, and the chainsaws and different things that they do. And they do a good job of mixing it up each year and really making it exciting for people who return yearly. So that is going on tonight. Maybe after the game, if you want to stop in. This ball is going to be kicked deep right to about the 4-yard line. Oh, a nice return by Brendan Knight, who was lit up at the 21-yard line. Scott, I didn't see the number, but what a great tackle.
I believe that was Ryan Kerstetter in on that, make that really nice tackle there. You know, Ryan coming in, his brother Wade playing at Clarion. Saw Wade before the game. He still can't do as many push-ups as I can, but one day he'll get there. Not anytime soon, though. Oh, he had 6 hot dogs in his hand.
Hughesville now breaks the huddle, goes back to a shotgun look, trips to the right. Snap is back to Kaiser, pressure off the edge, and he is brought down by number 31, Scott, I believe, was Colden Bloom coming off that edge, getting a start tonight.
You know, Sean, that's a dangerous hit there coming in. With that quarterback not even seeing it coming, next thing you know, he's getting hit and it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, Luke Kaiser having a rough night tonight, trying to get something going offensively. And right now the wheels are not spinning for the Spartans. As time continues to run here in the second quarter, they trail 28-0. Trips look again to the right side. Kaiser will be in the gun. Snap is back. He looks to that Trips side. He's got a little hook route, curl route, completed to his receiver to about the 27-yard line. So a nice job of the receivers sitting in those pockets in zone, or I wasn't sure if it was a zone coverage, but giving Kaiser a nice look, a nice short route to get the ball out of his hands before that pressure comes off the edge.
Sean, that was a really tough throw. It almost looks like that was an interception on the play. It's almost like they both got to the ball at the same time. The Hughesville receiver just came up with it at the end.
So 3rd down and 10. Trips look now to the left. Snap is back to Kaiser. He looks, pressures off the outside, and Bloom again just bringing down Kaiser, not able to set his feet. Scott, he didn't even have a second to set his feet. So that Hughesville offensive line right now struggling to block those Southern Tigers up front.
That's really tough. You almost really have to pick who you want to pick up, because Southern has so many weapons there on defense. You got your guys coming off the line, then you got Fedorov and Garcia coming at linebacker. Who do you want to try to block? That's why I think Hughesville's trying to establish those quick throws, but Southern's just beating them to it.
Well, Garcia back deep to receive again, stands on his own 45-yard line. This is another high short punt.
Get away from it.
Bounces at the 50, a good bounce for the Tigers. Now bounces back to the 50, and they'll down it at the 49-yard line with 7:57 remaining in the second quarter. Tigers lead in this one 28-0 in this Week 8 high school football matchup. As we get to the latter part of the season, we said earlier the Tigers will travel next week to Selinsgrove and then finish the season on the road at Danville. Two teams right now that are vying for the playoffs. So Southern's task doesn't get any easier down the stretch here. They'll break the huddle, coming out in that patented wing T look. Wing to the right is Masala. Pitch to Garcia is fumbled, and this is dangerous if you're Hughesville, because this is what he loves to do. And Garcia will just be brought down on a huge loss of about 9 yards. Garcia just not able to handle that pitch.
And that's a tough thing when you got that fumble. The ball is not round. It doesn't just roll. It bounces all over the place.
With over 40 years experience, Mar Development Heating and Cooling is able to tackle any of your residential or commercial HVAC needs. For repair, installation, maintenance, and 24-hour emergency service, call Mar Development Heating and Cooling or reach them online at mardevelopmenthvac.com. Rose will split out to the left, Scott. I'm calling it. I'm play actioning, and I'm going to go Rose deep on a square out. We'll go straight dive here to Yorks, who does a great job of staying on his feet, gets close to the first down. So they run the jet motion, fake it to Garcia, hit the dive to Yorks, and he brings up about 3rd down and about 4.
Yeah, we got real quick here, Sean. We got some interesting scores coming in. We got Jersey Shore 7, Danville 7. Mount Carmel now 14, Loyalsock 7. Shamokin 20, Milton 7.
I need to correct myself. I said 4. I meant 14.
Well, those things
I apologize for that. I was looking at the first stick, not the sticks.
Got to add 10 there.
3rd down and 14 for the Tigers. 6:29 on the clock. They lead 28-0. He'll look to Rose, and he's open. Screen pass set up to Garcia, who has room to run. Picks up the first down, and he'll take this one all the way for another touchdown. Gavin Garcia off the screen pass from Wise to make it 34-0 in the second quarter.
Sean, we were talking here about next week. I hate to break it to the fans. Me and Chad will not be around next week. We have Stone State's production of our murder mystery. Myself, Chad, Tara, Tracy, Eric, Jill, Tommy, Alicia will all be there having our nice murder mystery dinner theater down there at the Nickel Plate. Get online, get your tickets. They're going fast.
Yeah, Carter on to tack on the extra point here, and he will. This a nice snap and a nice kick. Southern Columbia 35, Hughesville 0. Well, the woes continue here for the Spartans. They trail 35-0 with 6:12 remaining in the second quarter. Tigers getting set to kick it off. Hughesville right now trying to do their best on defense, but the Tigers doing a great job, Scott, of mixing up their play calling. We see a great screen pass set up for Garcia, who basically went untouched in for the touchdown.
You know, those screens are a deadly thing because you get the defensive line coming forward, quarterback dumping the ball just over their head, and he has a group of blockers heading down the field.
This one taken again around the 5-yard line. Brought down around the 15 on the return once again. Brendan Knight for the Spartans. So they'll start inside their 20-yard line, Scott. And right now, if you're Hughesville, are you staying with that short passing game to try to move the ball? Because right now the run game has not done much at all.
Sean, I really think if you're Hughesville, you're just trying to establish yourself. You want to just try to gain anything positive you can, whether it's a short dive, gain 3 yards, or a quick out for 2-3 yards there. You just got to do what you can do. What do we got?
Something looks. Oh, they are going to. Okay, so
got a timeout.
It was going to be an I formation look. I didn't see the fullback. It looked like they were short a guy.
Sean, we were talking just a little bit there, you know, our red zone tonight, we're kind of, you know, it's that Elysburg haunted house red zone, you could say. It's a community fundraiser that benefits Elysburg Fire Company, Overlook Fire Company. They got a lot of nice help. Our camera guy, Dylan, he goes down there. He has a nice little booth set up. My boy Robbie down there, he's doing his thing, scaring people, jumping out and saying boo. I think that's what they say, boo, or ah. You know, Chad went down there earlier, and he was scared. He was scared. He ran, and he may or may not have peed his pants.
That is undetermined. Chad will not tell us. We assume. We assume we knew what happened.
We assume, because he did go home and change his pants.
That tells you what a great job they do down there.
Yes.
So.
You know, we could almost call him Pierre Pants tonight.
Hughesville now will come out from their timeout with 6:03 on the clock, trying to get something going. They trail 35-0. But Scott, the Hughesville faithful fans are loyal. They're here. They're cheering on these kids. A nice crowd that came down to support this team this evening. So tip my cap to them people, as we did have a chance to talk to some grandmothers and aunts prior to the game.
Yeah, make sure we mention Meatball.
Oh, Meatball. Bryce Burkhart, his gram sitting right in front of us. She said, call him Meatball. I said, you got it?
We
Meatball
did.
It is.
So hopefully Meatball has a good game.
It's a flag on the play, I believe.
False start. Hughesville.
Pushing back 5 more, and that's something you really don't need if you're Hughesville right now. I know I'm stating the obvious. Trying to get something going here in your own territory, trailing 35-0.
It's 6 minutes and 3 seconds into the left in the second quarter.
Split receiver to each side, I formation. Kaiser will go under center. Straight dive to his fullback, and he is met at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up second down at about 11.
Burlitz on the tackle. Derek Burlitz looks a little slow getting up there. Hopefully everything's okay. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him. No, he's staying in the game.
Scott, you mentioned that, and you think in the second half now, Jim Roth going to start working in some of those backup players at each position. We saw last week, I'll tell you a guy I'm really looking forward to watch this evening is Madden carry the football. He had a great game last week at Central, doing a great job of showing his speed on some of those carries. So I look forward to some of these younger guys in the second half getting those carries. Straight dive again for the Spartans, and again, not much doing. Southern Columbia all over the run game this evening. Going to bring up third down at about 14 with 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Burlitz had the tackle there, Sean, but one thing there, which was really nice to see, you saw Fedorov almost break down and do almost like a little swimmer or rip move to get through the defender to get in on that tackle as well. 2 big scores coming up. We got Bloomsburg, 21, Warrior Run, 0. Danville, 14, Jersey Shore, 7.
Shotgun set will go Kaiser. 2 backs in the backfield, split receivers to each side. Another flag on the play coming from the back judge.
Delay a game, I believe.
It will be a delay of game. The play clock does say 0. No timeout was called.
got chain crew down there led by Carter doing a great job.
So, Scott, I know it probably goes without mentioning, but in the second half, we did say this last week, Southern Columbia leading by 35. The clock will not stop in the second half.
Correct.
So the Spartans now will be forced to punt from their own territory, and good field position for the Tigers should be ensuing.
Brought down by Zito there on the play, made a nice contact. Gallagher was in on that, and you did see that some of the speed of those linebackers getting to the ball. And that's one thing you will see a lot of, Sean. You always see those Tigers attacking the ball.
So Garcia's back deep to receive. He stands right around the 43-yard line of Hughesville. He's going to try to play that short punt that he's seen the past 2 punts. Now he moves up to the 40. Bobbled snap. This one's going to go over his head. He'll let it go. It bounces to about the 48, 49-yard line of Hughesville. The Tigers will take over with 3:49 remaining in the second quarter. They lead in this one 35-0.
Got it, Sean. I don't know if you were here yet for the game, but we got to say a big thank you to one of the Stone State fans that came up. He's in town from Jacksonville, Florida. Made it a point to come over to us in the booth and thank us for how great what we do, how great it is. He's been a fan of us since we started. He really came over, just had nothing but positive things, saying how great it is for him to tune in on YouTube, watch these games, and he just nothing but positivity coming. He said college or high school football down in Jacksonville, Florida is not high school football up here in the cold region. Big thank you to that guy.
That's great to hear. I wasn't here for that. I must have just missed it. Yorks takes this one off the left side. He's got his speed to the outside. 2 men to beat. Yorks 10-5. Touchdown. Southern Columbia. Trevor Yorks once again, Scott Fabrizio. I think he's fighting for that best cleaners, best performer of the game.
He's having a nice game so far. You know, this week, Sean, it's going to be best cleaners, best performance of the game, and also our boy BJ with the Freedom Fighter Outdoors is going to be giving out best performance of the game as well. This is still the best cleaner, best performance of the game, but it'll be some free FFO stuff coming his way.
Yeah, some great stuff coming up in the third and fourth quarter. Brian will be joining us. Snap is back to Rose. Kick is up and good from Carter. Southern Columbia 42. Hughesville.
No.
Oh, no good. I'm sorry.
No good.
I turned my head too quick to not see the call. It looked good from up here.
You might have to lie and fake about your eyes so you get glasses.
41-0. Southern Columbia leads here in the second quarter with 3:35 remaining. Brendan Knight on the return for the Spartans. Takes it out to the 24-yard line is where they will start the possession with 3:25 remaining in the second quarter now. Kaiser will go in that shotgun look with the two-back set.
Carter Madden on that nice special teams tackle.
Snap is back. He'll look at a quick fade to his receiver down the sideline, but
Good
no
defense.
room. On the coverage for the Tigers, 33, Connor Gallagher. His intended receiver on the play was Angelo Ferrigno. Running that fade route, Scott, but Gallagher does a great job of pushing him to the sideline and limiting his space to catch the ball.
Ferrigno, though, that's a powerful last name right there. That's like Lou Ferrigno, the Hulk.
Brings up
to make him mad.
Second down and 10 for the Spartans. They trail 41-0. Carter did miss the extra point. Two-back set once again, split receivers to each side. Snap is high over Kaiser's head. He's going to try to chase this one down. He does, right around the 7-yard line. So, Scott, the woes continue for this Hughesville offense, trying to get something going. And that's not going to put you going in the right direction when your center snaps it over the head of the quarterback.
No, you kind of want, maybe if you're Hughesville's coach right now, maybe call a timeout, regroup, just try to get these kids picked up, try to stay positive in this time. It is 41-0 in the second quarter right now, but you want to keep things positive. Work on the little things, Build up confidence.
3rd down and 26 for the Spartans. The clock continues to run. 2:40 left in the second quarter. They'll come out in that tight bunch set to the right. Toss sweep to the right. And not much doing on that one. Can't see the number. I think it was Swink on the carry, number 10. Joey Swink.
Brought down by Burlitz. Got Fedorov in there making the tackle.
So 4th down, the Spartans will punt again. Garcia is out to receive the punt, standing at the, he keeps walking forward, call it about the 35-yard line of Hughesville.
Sean, I'm just curious, can you do a backflip?
Of course I can.
Can't? I was just curious. I was just wondering if you would be able to pull off a backflip. Just food for thought, sorry.
Under 2 minutes now, the punt will be high and short. Garcia will let this one go as it bounces in Hughesville favor over the 40, touched at the 42. So the Tigers will take over with 1:41 remaining in the second quarter. They lead 41-0. And right now, Jim Roth and the Tiger offense has done a great job of establishing the run game, but it's been all 3 backs doing a great job, Masala, Yorks, and Garcia.
And again, credit to that offensive line of Southern Columbia, really getting to their blocks, holding it nice. Good job, offensive line. There's another thing I'd love to see. Get Gabe Leffler, best cleaner, best performance of the game against Wyoming area, running up to the line of scrimmage. It's always a nice thing to see.
Off tackle to Masala now. He cuts back to the inside. Masala brings a little size to the backfield, Scott. It reminds me of some of the guys back in the day that Southern used to have, like Nate Richards and Sean Gall. Not so much the speedier back, but more that power back.
Yeah, a wise man once said, sometimes you're the hammer and sometimes you're the nail.
So Masala picks up 6 on the carry, brings up 2nd down and 4 with 1:15 remaining in the second quarter. Southern Columbia 41, Hughesville 0. And so far it's been a rough evening for the Spartans. And the clock, I'm sure, cannot run fast enough.
Sean, we can't forget to talk about our second half here coming up. We'll have BJ Carpentier from the Freedom Fighter Outdoors in, talking about all the great things they do.
Well, Garcia takes this one. Looks like he picks up the first down from my angle. They will not move the chains. It will be 3rd down, so he's just shy of the chains. Clock continues to run, 36 seconds remaining. This might be the last play of the first half.
A couple updates here. We got Danville 14, Jersey Shore 14, Lewisburg 14, Schick 0, Montoursville 28, Midwest 0. Had a great opportunity today to play some golf with Chad. Let me tell you, he's an ace. Killing those long drives.
Wing tee set for the Tigers, off tackle to Yorks. He already has 2 touchdowns on the night. He will not do much with this one as the first half will come to an end here from Tiger Stadium, where Southern Columbia leads in this one 41-0. Back for second half action right after these words from our sponsors.
Oh, look at this. Another insurance bill. Oh, great. My rates go up. Why can't I just have like a hometown agent? Someone I could call, not this 800 number stuff. I just want someone personable that I could call, pick up the phone and say, hey, how you doing? I have a question. Not this stuff. Oh, insurance company, insurance this, premium this. I want someone I could talk to, someone who could be my friend. I just need a sign.
Klebon Insurance Group. They always have your back.
I went on a fishing trip about 4 years ago, and ever since then I decided that this was an organization I truly believed in. And from that point on, I started organizing hunting events, started acquiring sponsors, and things from there just kind of snowballed, and now we're here with a beer can with our logo on it, and it's going extremely well. Freedom Fighter Outdoors is a nonprofit organization that is focused on returning the combat injured veterans back into more of a community than being singled out. A lot of times the veterans are spent a lot of time by themselves. They don't have somebody to associate with that guy knows what they go through. And so what Freedom Fighter Outdoors likes to do is we get these guys together, we put them on a fishing event, a hunting event, a social event, get them a good day, just spending time together with people they can coordinate with, and they can associate with, and they're familiar with.
So I found out about it while I was in the hospital through another wounded veteran who was a part of the organization, and he got me out once I was home and in my house. He got me out on a fishing trip, and I just completely fell in love with the organization, met all the other veterans, and it's just something I've been a part of ever since.
Rusty Rail has opened their hearts completely to us. They not only asked us to team up with them and do something that would be veteran related, they asked us what they could do for us. We didn't have to ask them a thing, and ever since it started, it's just rolled from there.
It's awesome, everything they do behind the scenes that people don't really get to see. It's very nice to pay tribute to them and show them how much people really care and how much they mean to a lot of people.
Well, I think it's a really great opportunity for us to team up with the Freedom Fighters, and for me it gives me a little bit of a chance to give back to, to the people that are still serving or have served.
We wanted to make a beer that everybody can enjoy. We wanted to make it very repeatable, fresh, crisp, and just something that you can sit down with your buddies and just talk and have a nice beer.
It's amazing that people in the community can support the veterans. That's really the number one thing we ever ask for, and the only thing that we ever really need is just support. It's all we ask for from the community, is to just support what we're trying to do, because we're doing it for you guys, and to see them doing it in a way that is really making a difference, and no one is asking for it. They're just doing it out of the kindness of supporting the veterans. It's incredible.
I'm thankful for our soldiers and appreciate their work for us.
Yeah, I was in the Air Force for 20 years. Retired about 5 years ago. I was aircraft maintenance.
I spent 6 years in the Marine Corps Reserves. Tango Yankee should be enjoyed by everybody, like freedom.
They came to us and said, listen, we love what you're doing, we believe in it, we'd like to make this more of a social experience. And so for today, the goal is get all these veterans here, just be together, have a good time, share some stories, laugh, enjoy a really good beer, and it's working extremely well as everybody's here just enjoying themselves completely.
In a world.
No.
When anything can happen.
It's my transmission.
There's only one place you need to call.
Hello, Vic's Transmissions.
Vic's Transmissions.
We got one.
Vic, give me a wrench. Vic, how about a screwdriver? Vic, get me a hot sausage.
Give me 5 minutes.
When time is not on your side.
Hurry up, he got to go to his kid's soccer practice.
I don't know if there's enough time.
There's always enough time.
Vic's does the trick.
It's done.
It's done.
It's done.
Oh, yeah, it's good. Thanks, Vic.
Vic's Transmissions in. Transmission Impossible.
Is that it? Was I excited enough?
Vic's Transmissions, Route 54 in Ellisburg.
I think I blew a gasket. A what? A gasket. You better call Tim.
Thank you for calling Hawkins Chevrolet. This is Tim.
Tim, we got a problem here.
What seems to be the problem?
My car isn't working.
I see. It could be your battery. You might be out of juice.
Juice? Mommy just got juice at the store. Yeah, we have a lot of juice.
Is there an adult nearby?
Dad, we're kids.
Great. Have the adult plug your car in and let it charge for a couple hours, and you should be as good as new.
Told ya.
Or you could bring it into the shop, and we can take a look at it for you.
Duh, it's a toy.
I know. Have a great day.
Thanks, Tim!
Hawkins Chevrolet. We're here when you need us.
These guys are good. Hawkins Chevrolet.
We're here with Freedom Fighter Outdoors. How many years have you been doing this out here at Martz's?
This will be our 5th year with Martz's, our 4th year using all veteran crews. So what I mean by that is our veteran dog handlers, one's a Marine, one's in the Army, both bring their own personal dogs. They guide the hunt for these other veterans who are actually hunting.
Okay. What are we going to be hunting today?
We're going to be hunting 12 pheasant, 8 chuckers.
Now, obviously these dogs are trained for birds and things like that. What would be your ideal situation for everybody out here to get 1, 2, or how do we?
Well, the way it always works and the way we always plan it is we hope that every veteran gets a shot and a kill, hopefully.
Okay.
But we try and get every veteran shooting. We can move them around. The way these dogs work, they're a pointing breed, so at times we'll hit. The dog will go on point. That gives us time to prepare for that. So if we have a veteran that hasn't had a shot yet, we'll move him up for the shot. But ultimate goal, we kill every bird we put out and every vet gets a couple birds in.
And if somebody wants to get a hold of you, get interested in a hunt, how would they go about reaching you?
Simplest way to do it, whether you're from locally, you can contact me on Facebook, DJ Carp on Facebook. Scott Fabrizio is my right-hand man. He usually helps me out. You can contact him. Or you can go to our website, freedomfighteroutdoors.org, and there's a way to process through there. You just donate, or you can actually apply for hunts directly through the website.
squish him in front of Finley when she's told not to do that. Yeah, there was a lady that was fired according to WNEP. And WNEP has pictures, but Finley kind of wired her. No pictures, no names, no address numbers. We're going to be respectful for the family, which I agree with that. That's what your mom said. It was really good. I screwed up and got the chicken fingers. Should have went back and got the cheeseburger. All the way down to that one. I wanted French fries. Dave, your ketchup. I squished it out at the bottom. They have a table on the side with all the malted vinegar, mustard, ranch dressing. No packets. Soft drink came in a can. She's going to give me a bottle of water. To have extras. Oh, she went where I did. She got the chicken fingers. And Pepsi, and she didn't like Pepsi. No, Coke. Her chicken fingers don't look as done as mine. They're not that crispy. Mine are too crispy. Like you guys got sausage. Yeah. Did you guys find the restroom? All the way up. You have to go up there. Oh, okay.
Let's hear for the varsity.
Probably what pushed me over the edge to actually commit to joining was came upon an accident on 61 and no alert went out and more cars kept jamming up, and it's like they need help, don't they? I have a CDL, so that was my initial step into the door, was to just help drive. But once I got here and met the guys and everything, it's like, why don't you take this training and take that training, and then you can climb the ladders and you can also go into the burning building. And it's like, yeah, it's like I wanted to know, I can't just sit by and not do something. So if I'm going to help, I need to be trained so I can do it safely.
My father is a firefighter along with all of his brothers, so I kind of grew up in the whole mix of firefighting, and it was something I always wanted to do, just never had time for as a young kid. So now I have the time, and I joined, and I want to give back to the community.
It's a whole other aspect of life. You come into a whole new family. They'll have your back no matter what, the experiences you get, and just the memories you make with everybody.
It's a great way to serve your community. It's an amazing thing to do. It's teaching you a lot of physical lessons, such as, like, if you can't do it the first time, then try again. If you can't do it that time, keep on doing it.
I actually love it. Can always lean on somebody for anything, whether it's personal or, fire related. Having new friends is great. You get to meet new people all the time.
From day one, I felt like I knew these people for like a long time. Never felt like I was an outcast. Another thing is my experience is not as much as the other guys and girls, so you don't get judged by that. You're all equal.
Our particular squad that we run with, they are very supportive. They know you have a family you're trying to raise, a job you're trying to earn, to pay money for, you run when you can and stay home when you've got things to do. So no one gets on your case and, twist your arm or anything like that. So they're very supportive. So yes, there's a lot of hours you could put into it, but no one's demanding that. And just as long as your heart's into it, that you want to be there when you can, that's great.
One thing I like about here is it's close, family environment, and the fact that I can have my gear with me. So I can make calls. I can just show up on scene and help.
There are other things that you can do besides going into a burning building or going on a car accident. There's like the behind the stuff where we're doing fundraisers, doing just like simple things like that. I mean, if you don't want the hardcore firefighter experience, like, you can do the stuff behind the scenes.
The opportunity is there to go as far as you want. But no one is going to make you feel bad. If you're only able to do so much, then that's great. Or that's better than not doing anything.
I mean, it's probably the best decision I've made since I've been on my own.
Back at Southern Columbia High School for a Week 8 showdown between Hughesville and Southern Columbia. I wasn't sure if my mic was on there. Southern Columbia leads in this one 41-0 as they've taken care of business, Scott, in the first half with that run game, a little bit of the pass game. Jim Roth doing a great job of mixing up the offense. So right now going into the second half, we assume we're going to see some of the younger guys, and we talked about Madden maybe taking a few carries in the second half, and some of the guys getting some looks here for the Tigers. What do you think right now for Hughesville they're going to have to do to try to maybe compete a little bit in the second half with those second-string guys?
I think realistically, Sean, I think Hughesville's just going to have to start establishing their game, chip away at this lead, do what they can do to get some positivity going.
Well, joining us for the third and fourth quarter, as we mentioned in the first half, is B.J. Carpentier from the Freedom Fighter Outdoors organization. B.J., thanks for joining us here in the Breaker Cigar Box Lounge, we call it.
Well, thanks for having me here. I'm going to tell you, I'm a big fan of Stone State. I've been watching every game.
It's great to have you here, BJ, with the Freedom Fighter Outdoors. Get a chance, once we get some time here, to talk about all the great local things we're doing with these veterans all across the coal region in the Pennsylvania area.
Carter now is going to kick this one off to start the second half, down to about the 1 yard line. Taken on the carries on his feet again. Once again, Brendan Knight taking this one to about the 35-yard line, giving the Spartans good field position. Going back with BJ now. BJ, talk about some of the great things you guys do within the community. How did this whole thing start, the Freedom Fighters Outdoors?
Freedom Fighters was founded down in Florida, and I went on a trip one time, had a great time, met some great people, and honestly it rolled from there. I decided that it was such an organization I wanted to give back to, and I started my own thing in Pennsylvania here for them.
Great stuff. Now Spartans will come out again, shotgun set. Receiver split to each side. Kaiser hands this one off to his running back. On the carry for the Spartans, number 31 is Gabe Wagner. So we go back to that now. BJ, just a little history of yourself. You are a veteran yourself. You're an Army man, I believe, right?
Yes, I am.
So you served your country for quite some time. You come home. You are currently working in the prison system.
Yep. 18 years now.
18 years in the prison system, doing the Freedom Fighter stuff. I think we just saw a commercial at halftime. I was able to watch that.
Chad shoots some phenomenal commercials for us.
Some pretty cool stuff. Got to see you guys do some bird hunting. Spartans now come out. Same look again. 2 backs in the backfield. Split receiver to each side. Second down and 10 for Kaiser. He pump fakes. Looks to his right. Looks like his arm was hit on the play. But BJ, we had a chance to talk as we opened the doors at halftime. We were talking about the first half, and what did you like from Southern Columbia in the first half?
Well, I tell you what, everybody gets focused on their offense because they just hammer that ball. But I'm a defensive guy. I love watching these defensive players play. You know, it doesn't matter their age, their experience. They get in there and they just stop everything.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We talk about the leading tacklers on that defense, a sophomore and a freshman. Garrett Garcia leads the team in tackles, and then the guy second in tackles is a freshman in Fedorov. So a bright future for Southern Columbia on defense. Everybody's sticking their nose in there and making plays. Shotgun set again on 3rd down and 10 for Kaiser. Handoff goes to his running back, and he is going to be brought down in the backfield. On the carry is Gabe Wagner again. So the Spartans come out with a 3 and out on their first possession of the second half. Tigers will receive the punt. Back deep is going to be Garcia once again. Sheer Color Studio, specializing in color and cut, providing clients with outstanding salon services with a relaxed atmosphere while performing their craft exceptionally well. Experience life with beautiful color. Sheer Color Studio. We've got the color for you.
Sean, you brought up a good point there when we saw the commercial that with the Freedom Fighters doing some local bird hunting over there at Martz's. BJ, what other local events do the Freedom Fighter Outdoors kind of get to do here?
Well, a lot of the things in the area are donated by landowners. They're donated by businesses that run hunting events. And one of our big sponsors and one of our best people is Mike Morgan, who does rabbit hunts with us.
That's a great thing. We got Mike Morgan doing the rabbit hunt there. We got a nice run back quick here by Garcia. But we have Mike Morgan doing the rabbit hunt. Who's doing the pheasant this year?
Martz's Gap in Dalmatia will be giving us another pheasant hunt. They generously donate 12 birds a year for us to take up to 5 veterans out for the whole day. And it's a really great experience for them. And it's more of a bonding experience than anything. Yeah, they'll have fun shooting some pheasants and some chuckers, but man, they have a great time just meeting somebody and having other people to talk to, specifically one Scott Fabrizio, who is the best bird dog in the business.
I like to get in there, mix it up with these guys. It's really nice just to see the whole day come together and these veterans really get a chance to enjoy themselves. You know, this year, big thing here, linked up with Southern Columbia alumni, Nate Richards, gave us the okay to hunt some of his land. We're bringing some veterans up to do some deer hunt on his land, which I think is absolutely great.
Oh, quick, we see the carry by Madden, who we talked about in the first half. I said he had a great game against Central Columbia. Takes this one to the right side, shows his speed, picks up a few yards. Great job by Hughesville there to rally and tackle Madden, who's not easy to tackle. Scott, we go back to some of the things the Freedom Fighters do. Just watching that video, it looks fun. How does a guy, can anybody go on these hunts, or you have to be a veteran?
Our funding is basically for combat injured veterans, post 9/11, but we've been known to, us specifically locally in PA, if it's a veteran in need, we never say no. So we're not going to turn anybody down. We do a little bit of accreditation with their their DD214, and that's about it. We really get them involved in whatever they're looking for.
Yeah, that's great stuff, especially when you get to go out and have a hunt and then hang out with Scott Fabrizio. I mean, that's a double treat in itself. It's like having ice cream with a cherry on top.
You can't beat it.
There you go. The fumble on the carry there. I don't know who picked it back up. Hughesville's playing Hughesville's ball on the fumble there.
So Hughesville will get a turnover on defense in the second half football action live from Tiger Stadium. Southern Columbia leads 41-0 with 7:38 remaining on the clock in the third quarter. With over 40 years experience, Mar Development Heating and Cooling is able to tackle any of your residential or commercial HVAC needs. For repair, installation, maintenance, and 24-hour emergency service, call Mar Development Heating and Cooling or reach them online, mardevelopmenthvac.com. Hughesville will come out now in an I formation look, getting away from that shotgun set. Toss sweep out to the right side.
Carter Madden there making a nice play, sticking his nose in there.
That's one tough kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's fun to watch.
Fun to watch. Kerstetter there making the cleanup play. Really nice, having a nice game so far. BJ, another thing that we should definitely talk about is kind of the connection that we developed here with the Freedom Fighter Outdoors and the Southern Columbia alumni. We did mention Nate Rhodes. Who else did we get a chance to work with? Nate Richards. I'm sorry, Nate Richards.
Nate Richards is extremely generous. It kind of just flying by the seat of our pants, and we're throwing together an archery hunt for some veterans on the 21st, and we're going to put together a rifle hunt for them on December 6th.
So Kaiser's pass out to the flats is completed. Picks up a few yards on the play. Going to bring up third down. And BJ, there's some people actually writing in, and they're asking all the way out from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Joe Shiklitsky asked, how can people donate to the FFO if they want to?
It can be as simple as going onto our website, www.freedomfighteroutdoors.org, and it's really simple. You hit a button that says donate, and you could do it that way. You could do weeklies, you could do monthlies, you can do one-times. Every single penny really does count when you think about it.
So, Joe, I hope that answers your question all the way out there in Lancaster. That's actually a great question. If you think you might want to donate to the FFO, it's a great cause. It supports our veterans. Go ahead and reach their website. And as Brian said, it's just one click. You can do it monthly, weekly, one time only. Easy access. Like the old infomercial used to say, just set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it.
Just set it and forget it.
Kerstetter, another nice tackle. One of the other guys we can't forget to mention, our boy at Weiser Forge, Southern Columbia. Josh Weiser Forge, was on Forge and Fire.
Yeah, he's pretty famous.
Yeah, he's big time.
Yep.
He was a guy we reached out to. I believe I reached out to him and just said, hey, you're doing some great work. He makes his own knives, forges them from steel. Southern Columbia alumni. I said, can we work something out? Maybe get a knife from you? And he said, you know what, guys, I'll donate the whole thing to you. And he really made a phenomenal looking knife that we were able to raffle off.
And he put our logo on it. He made it a really nice knife, and we did that as an online raffle and raised some good funds off of that. And that was just out of the kindness of his heart.
Great guy. Please, everybody, if you get a chance, check him out on Facebook, Instagram. Weiser Forge, won Forge and Fire champion.
Spartans now go back to that run attack on the carry, trying to get a number on this one as he spun around. Tough to see from the booth sometimes as it gets dark. I believe that's going to be number 48. Again, Brendan Knight doing a great job on special teams, and now he's down on the field. Looks like he may have hurt his ankle on this one.
Yeah, brought down in there by number 44, Nate Sorosky. Made a nice play. Looks like we're heading to a quick commercial break here.
Hi, I just bought a home.
Do you have home insurance?
Sure. Hey, I got a car.
Do you do car insurance?
Sure.
Hey, I have a life. Do you have life insurance?
Sure.
Are you sure?
Chad, I'm sure.
Thanks, Klebon Insurance Group. Klebon Insurance Group. Putting the sure in insurance.
Great food. Great drinks. Casual dining elegance. The Nickel Plate Bar and Grill at Knoebels Three Ponds Golf Course, Route 487, Healdsburg.
Join the Nickel Plate under the tailgate tent for Football Fridays. Kickoff begins at 7 o'clock, and we'll be serving food and beverages until the final whistle blows. Bring your Tiger card for a free pretzel rail appetizer with your $25 purchase.
Back at Tiger Stadium as Brendan Knight, the fullback in the offense, walks off the field on his own terms. Seemed to be a lower body injury, maybe his ankle, as he had a nice carry. Brings up 3rd down and 4, live from Tiger Stadium. Joining us once again is BJ Carpentier of the Freedom Fighter Outdoor Organization. He'll be here with us for the 3rd and 4th quarter, and he did bring some stuff, some nice stuff for the players this evening. On the carry here, number one, Aiden Bartlett does a great job of getting to the outside, picking up the 1st down.
Lowering the hammer there. Hellwig on the play to clean up there.
Yeah, I like the way you finished that run.
Yeah, delivering the boom.
So not only are we going to do the best cleaners, best performance.
Yep.
We are going to do, BJ is going to pick his player of the game. Scott's going to pick. So we're going to do 3 guys tonight.
3 guys
We're
tonight.
doing an offensive, we're doing a defensive, and a special teams player.
There we go.
And we got some great stuff. I know BJ said he's got. I'll just let you tell the people what you brought for some of these guys.
For the player that deserves it, they're going to get a hoodie, long sleeve shirt, some stickers. They'll get a cooler bag, all Freedom Fighter Outdoors.
It's a great thing. You know, BJ, that might be something people may be interested in hearing about. What are some of the fundraisers that we did in this area where people who do live close can get a part of?
Well, one of my favorite actually is at the golf course. We got Ed Christiana, this excellent guy.
Great guy.
Invites us every year to the Fight the Blight golf tournament. We do a whole fundraising, an easy $1,500 almost every year so far.
Yeah, he does a great work. Great guy. Really helps us out with everything.
Spartans going back to that running attack. And a great run once again from Aiden Bartlett to that left side off tackle. Bartlett picks up the 1st down, and those chains are going to move here for Hughesville as a little spark in this offense.
Adam Murphy with a nice tackle there, grabbed an ankle, held on. We always got to talk about our guy up at Rusty Rail, helping us out.
Literally, Guy
McCarty, the boss man up at Rusty Rail. Definitely huge supporter in Freedom Fighter Outdoors.
Yeah, we've been with them since they've been going.
Yeah.
Right from the start.
Yeah, if you ever get a chance, get up there and check out some of their food and just the whole facility itself. It's a beautiful place to go take the family for something to eat and just take a beautiful ride through Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania. That's a treat in itself.
It's definitely a destination there, Sean.
Hey, if you're looking for someone dependable and reliable to help complete those home repairs you've been putting off, or do you need a hand with fall landscaping or leaf cleanup? Could you just use a little help around the house? Contact Blaine at Bear Hollow Home Maintenance. Connect with him on Facebook or call 570-274-7385. Bear Hollow Home Maintenance for all your home maintenance needs. I formation once again for the Spartans. Kaiser gives this one once again to Bartlett to the right side. Bartlett still on his feet, picks up another 1st down for the Spartans.
Adding a little spark here to this Hughesville crowd. Brought down on the play by 44 Sorosky and Kerstetter with the cleanup. Moving those chains, picking up a 1st down. There's definitely some fight left in these Hughesville Warriors.
Spartans. Boy, the Spartan faithful still sticking around. A nice crowd.
Waving the cowbell.
Yeah, you do. We have heard the cowbell all evening. That was a common 90s theme to most high school stadiums.
That was my time.
Yeah. BJ, if you don't.
That's back when I dislocated Scott's shoulder.
Yeah, BJ was a fullback
correct.
for the Lord's Regional Red Raiders. Fullback, played under Bob Chesney.
Ooh, the legend.
That was true. Legendary coach, did some great things. His son now coaching at
Holy Cross.
Holy Cross, having a great year.
Having a great year, yeah.
Great year. You know, working, BJ, with the Freedom Fighter Outdoors, we do try to keep things local. What local guys did we get involved with through this area?
Oh, if we had to total them, I think we're well into over 150 veterans just from this community.
And that's a great thing. That's one of the things where Freedom Fighter Outdoors with this group, you know, anybody that donates money definitely the money stays for the most part in this area.
Yep.
When we do the big raffles, such as the Weiser Forge knife, we did send it back. But this is one of the things where, people donate money. We may use that for the bird hunt, or maybe we need to help out with getting some food for the rabbit hunt, or whatever we need for the deer hunt. It's a nice thing to do where you get the money here.
That's going to end the third quarter with Southern Columbia leading 41-0. We'll be back right after these messages from our sponsors.
We pride ourselves in superb customer service.
We specialize in all aspects: financial, insurance, and investment planning.
Our number one goal is to identify financial solutions for you and your family,
along with managing your assets with the utmost professionalism, and provide you with the proper financial solutions.
We are a staff of financial professionals. We are
Wojtowicz Wisłowski
Investment Group.
From a simple floor cleaning to a major water extraction project, Best Cleaners will meet your every need. Best Cleaners uses the latest technology to make sure you have the quickest and most efficient cleanup experience. Help is just a call or click away. 570-672-9114. BestCleanersLLC.com and on Facebook. Residential and commercial. Make your life a little bit easier with Best Cleaners.
Start of the fourth quarter here from Tiger Stadium. They leaded this one 41-0, but Scott, Hughesville has put on a nice drive so far to end the third quarter, start the fourth quarter. Joining us is BJ Carpentier for the whole second half.
In
BJ,
the Breaker Cigar Box booth.
BJ has been watching this game. We've been breaking down some of the things that he saw. We talked at halftime for some players he has his eye on for the Freedom Fighter outdoor player of the game.
Yep, I have my eye on one. He's been playing phenomenal today.
It's a really thing here, Sean, BJ, I think everybody. There's so many players deserving of these awards. We definitely try to spread it out as best we can, make sure. But, I mean, every kid, realistically, they always seem to play their hearts out here on this field.
This one goes again off tackle to the right to Bartlett, who's not going to get much on that one. Going to bring up second down for the Spartans. Finally inside Tiger territory, and inside that
haunted house, Elysburg Overlook Fire Company, haunted house. Get down there, support the community, support the fire departments. They do a great job. Dylan has a booth down there. My boy Robbie, he has a booth down there as well, or a little stand set up. They're scaring people, saying boo. We can't forget Dylan's birthday tonight, 18th birthday. Go buy a lottery ticket.
Kaiser tried to hit that tight end pop pass right down the seam. Going to be incomplete, bringing up third down for the Spartans. Ball will be spotted on the...
Gavin Krebs on the play there, made a nice play to break that up.
Ball spotted on the 15-yard line. So third down and 10 from the 15. The Spartans trying to punch in their first score of the evening. And BJ, what are you thinking right now if you're Hughesville? Are you going to try to run this or throw this one here?
You got to keep pounding, just like that. He's been doing it. Granted, it didn't work out that time. My plan didn't work out so well.
Carter Madden on a nice tackle.
You really just have to keep pounding away and try and get them yards. And you're in a situation now, do you take the shot or do you take the three? I would take the shot.
Take the shot. You have nothing to lose. You come into the game with one win on the season. You beat Warrior Run. It looks like they're going to take the three. They're going to try to put points on the board here. The kicker comes out, number 14 for the Spartans, Josh Haney, Josh Haney, I believe. This one is up and no good, wide left. So the Spartans are denied. The score will remain 41-0. Southern Columbia with 9:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. The clock will continue to run, and we're reaching closer to the time where we will announce the players of the game this evening, brought to you by Best Cleaners and the Freedom Fighters Outdoor Organization. We will be doing 3 players this evening, a special teams player, an offensive player, and defensive player. So stay tuned for that. We got some great stuff for the kids. Ethan does a great job of getting that down to them right after the game. Tigers will take over now from the 15-yard line. Call it the 20-yard line.
BJ, real quick, though, if you want to get it out there, if people want to go social media-wise, what does FFO have where people can get on and see what we do?
Well, we have a Facebook account, and our most active account, I'll say, is the Instagram account. For some reason, that seems to be our more popular account.
Well, it's definitely a thing that everybody can get involved with. You know,
it's very easy to do.
Yeah, support us. Hashtag HowDoYouFFO. That's a great thing to use. Get on there. Go on that. Show us where you're at. Show us this T-shirt. However you're doing it. Support the Freedom Fighter Outdoors in any way you can.
Well, I know Sean mentioned about the legendary pheasant hunter Joe Shklitsky is tuned in.
Yeah.
But that's Lancaster.
Yeah.
And I would tell you, we have Florida tuning in as well.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
And we have Vinny and Sarah, our president, the executive board from Freedom Fighter Outdoors tuned in. They've been watching the whole game. They've been nothing but complimentive of the way you guys do this thing.
We try to do our best. Here.
I'll tell you this. Sean's really professional.
Well, he wears tight pants.
Sean's good. Sean's real good.
He wears tight pants.
Yep.
I think the tight pants are able to keep me in line with what I need to do, Scott. And you know that.
I haven't seen you bend at the knees yet. I'll say that.
That's exactly why I wear the tight pants.
Ooh, we got a big score here, though. Hold on there, Sean. We got Mount Carmel 30, Loyalsock 21, Shamokin 21, Milton now 14.
Coach John Dara and those Red Tornadoes, Scott, are starting to heat up down the stretch. They're getting, you could just see that team progressing from the time they played Southern Columbia, to now. I'm not sure if they lost the game. And Zito's going to take this one from the quarterback position. Mike Zito running a little naked bootleg out to the right side, picks up a few yards. Time continues to run here in the fourth quarter. Southern Columbia 41, Hughesville 0, with 7:10 remaining in the fourth quarter.
You know, Sean, or BJ, I'm sorry, if you want to maybe mention one of our bigger sponsors that really helps us out.
Oh, the legend himself, Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett is one of the Freedom
Mr.
Fighters'
B.
biggest supporters. Has a nice song. If you get a chance to look it up on YouTube, it's called "It's My Job." Mentions the.
There's a nice montage in the background of that video of Freedom Fighters and what we do.
Yeah. Nice punt by Carter. Takes a nice roll.
Boy, it probably doesn't hurt to have a guy like Jimmy Buffett on your side.
And he's such a down-to-earth, nice guy. He comes to some of our events just to say hi. He's super appreciative of the military and the veterans themselves.
Well, that's some great stuff. I actually wasn't aware of that. That's wonderful.
You know, just for a guy like him with the status that he has to take time out to support the veterans, donate his boat and his captain, and take
Vinny LaSorsa.
Yeah,
one of the best in the industry.
The best. You know, for a guy like that to donate his time and his boat to really help these veterans, it's a great thing. And again, if any veterans out there in the Stone State family are listening, BJ, if you want to tell them again how to get themselves maybe registered for a hunt or donate, what do they got to do?
If you're local in this area and you just want to do something local, you're not looking into traveling, you could find me on Facebook, BJ Carp. It's the easiest thing to do. You shoot me a message, I'll get you in contact. Scott or myself will get you on something you're looking to do. And I'll tell you the other one, one of our best animals in the mountain is Brandon Wrights.
He's a machine.
He's a machine. He's a veteran. He's a workhorse.
Yes, 100%. He's a guy when you say, hey, I wonder what's up on top of that hill. You think anything's up there, and before you turn around.
He'll be up there, turn around, and tell you what was there and what he killed.
Yeah, with his bare hands.
But speaking of that, now we're focusing on Pennsylvania because we're here at a Southern game in this beautiful countryside. But, hey, we do fishing events in Montauk, New York. We do fishing events in Florida. We do fishing events everywhere. I mean, we're not just an East Coast type thing. We're spreading all over the place. We've done wild hog hunts in Georgia. We've been all over the place. We take local people down to Georgia to CJ Menapace.
CJ Menapace
had the time of his life.
He said he loved it. Looking forward to getting involved on another hunt. We had some local police officers.
Yep, that's one of my favorite. When you can find two of my favorites, and everybody knows it, is Nate Rhodes and Jared Scandal, because they went to they're technically uncle and nephew.
Yeah.
Nobody would know that.
Technically. Oh, big play
this
here.
Pass is completed from Kaiser, doing a great job of getting the passing game going now. On the reception is Joey Swink, takes it inside Southern Columbia territory as we continue to talk about the Freedom Fighter outdoor organization, and Scott and BJ heavily involved in that. And the fourth quarter now is starting to wind down, so we will be announcing those players of the game here shortly. And I don't want to forget to mention, to say hello to my 3 girls at home. I'm sure Allie's sleeping, but I just want to say hi to Joelle, my beautiful wife, and my 2 daughters, Allie and Cameron. If you are watching, Daddy loves you, and I'll see you shortly.
Yeah, but you better help clean up. Come on now.
This is
nice
a new
ball.
quarterback in the game, going to overthrow Swing, but
It's a nice ball.
Quarterback is Tyler Wetzel, who rushed out to the right side and overthrew his receiver, but
threw a bomb there, buddy.
Threw a bomb.
Could have been there.
Yeah, showing his arm strength now.
Now we should talk about too, BJ. Last year we were able to be promoted on WNEP Outdoor Life.
Oh yeah.
Don Jacobs came down. Brian Hollinshead, Shamokin alumni there, came down, filmed the hunt with our boy Mike Morgan and Mr. Menapace. Ron does more of the work than Mike, but we won't say that out loud.
Well, it's not that he does more work. The dogs just listen.
Well, yeah, he knows how to control the dogs.
Again, Hughesville going to look to pass on a little sprint. Ooh.
Big tackle there and a big hit on the play. Incomplete. Tackled by number 6, Jake Hoy on the tackle. Nice play. Way to put your nose in there.
Yeah, pass intended for Ferrigno, just not able to pull it in, but a good job of creating space, just couldn't pull that one in. So 3rd down and 10, and Sheer Color Studio, specializing in color and cut, providing clients with outstanding salon services with a relaxed atmosphere while performing their craft exceptionally well. Experience life with beautiful color. Sheer Color Studio, we've got the color for you. Little swing pass here to Bartlett, who shakes off a defender. Stays on his feet, but he'll be brought down just over the 40-yard line. With over 40 years experience, Mar Development Heating and Cooling is able to tackle any of your residential or commercial HVAC needs. For repair, installation, maintenance, and 24-hour emergency service, call Mar Development Heating and Cooling or reach them online, mardevelopmenthvac.com.
And BJ, we might as well mention our producer for all the support he does with us.
Chad is amazing. I mean, half the time Chad has an idea and we're trying to catch up to him.
It's tough, but he's definitely a guy that's willing to help us out, help promote the Freedom Fighter Outdoors, giving us the nod to get you in the booth here for the half. Just a great guy.
A spectacular run by Kelby Gordner, who took a toss sweep to the outside, thought he was going to be tackled, takes this one down inside the 5-yard line of Southern Columbia. Hughesville might see their first score of the evening.
Brought down by Nate Sorosky there, made a touchdown-saving tackle. 5-yard line inside that Elysburg Haunted House red zone. Get down there, check that out. They'll be going on probably late tonight. Get down, get scared, get some good food with the food trucks.
Dylan, what time does that end?
I'm scared. I don't do haunted anything.
They ask before 10 on Friday.
Try to get there before 10. Thank you.
Oh, get
Dylan.
in line before 10 o'clock. Okay, I got you.
Touchdown, Hughesville. I can't get a number there, Sean, if you see that.
Did not see the number. It's
number 24 there.
Probably going to be, so that's going to be Kelby Gordner again on the carry, punches it in for the Hughesville Spartans. First touchdown of the evening, makes the score Southern Columbia 41, Hughesville 6. So after the extra point and maybe the kickoff, we could talk about the 3 guys that were chosen tonight to be the best cleaners, best performer, and then the Freedom Fighter Outdoor Organization
kick is up as
players
good.
of the game. So we're going to talk about a defensive guy, an offensive guy, and then a special teams guy. So that's coming up here shortly, just after the kickoff. We could talk about that. 1:38 remaining in the fourth quarter. Southern Columbia 41, Hughesville 7, and Scott has some scores for us.
We got Shamokin 27, Milton 14, Mount Carmel 38, Loyalsock 21.
Wow.
Somebody needs an air freshener in this booth.
Yeah, it's a hot box.
Yeah.
It's a hot box in here.
It's a little toasty. What are you looking at?
Did you have the potato salad?
It wasn't the potato salad. It might have been something else. My belly's a little rumbly. My bad. My bad. Open a window or something.
Scott, you said Mount Carmel 38, Loyalsock 20, I believe, right?
21, to be
21.
correct.
So Mount Carmel continues to roll. John Dara doing a great job of getting that team for a district playoff run. They have a good chance of seeing Southern Columbia right here as a rematch of what we saw a few weeks ago, which was a good game, but Southern Columbia a little too much down the stretch for the Tornadoes.
Mount Carmel definitely has a really nice line anchored by, you got Kelly, you got Shimko, Nestico there. Really, really anchoring that line. They do a nice job.
Bunch of those guys back next year as seniors.
Nice kick.
This one's going to go over the head
into
of
the end
Kyle Chrisman into the end zone. The Tigers will take it from their own 20-yard line. So let's talk about, first of all, Scott, you want to go offensive player?
Yeah, I think we can do that. I think, tonight offensively, when I'm looking at the best cleaner, best performance of the game on the offensive side, I'm going to look to the quarterback. Stepped in, 3 touchdowns tonight, made some really nice throws. You're seeing Blake Wise gain that confidence, gaining that momentum, getting into the postseason. That will definitely help Southern down the road in the postseason. When you have a young kid coming like that, coming into a game where he got beat up against Wyomissing, but now he's bouncing back. He's gaining his stride, hitting that pace. 3 touchdowns tonight. Congratulations, Blake Wise. Best cleaner, best performance of the game.
So Wise takes home the Offensive Player Award. The clock will continue to run. Tigers run a wing T set, off tackle to Madden to the right, cuts back to the left, and a few Hughesville Spartans drag him down. Now we'll go to the Freedom Fighter side. BJ, you said to me before you came in the booth, you said, I got my guy.
I do.
I've watched him play the whole first half. He's played a wonderful football game, and you wouldn't even tell me who it was. You said, I'll have to
you
wait.
gotta stay tuned.
I'll
like
have to
our
wait and
viewers.
stay
Tune
tuned.
in.
So
Well,
go
I'll
ahead.
tell you what. I'm a defensive guy. I always love defense, and the one position I always loved to play the most was that inside linebacker, because you're just getting in there and you're getting dirty every play. My pick goes right to Dom.
Dominic
Dom
Fedorov. There's a kid, freshman, really showing the maturity, showing that, as a freshman coming in on Southern Columbia's line, second on the team in tackles as a freshman.
As a freshman, he jumped right in there.
Jumped right in.
He's not intimidated about anything. He's
not
just
one
in
bit.
there, and he's making hard hits. You hear his name every couple plays. He's on the tackle.
Yeah, it's a great thing. He's a great kid, great family, coming in, getting the Freedom Fighter Award for the game. And we also have we're going to give out a special team player here. Our special team player goes to number,
I believe 31, was it?
Number 31, Colton Bloom. He had a really nice game on special teams, made some really nice tackles. He's going to get some FFO swag as well. Again, these kids are coming out there week in and week out, playing great. It's tough to pick one kid. Southern Columbia's full of talent, great kids on the scene. So we got Blake Wise taking home the best cleaner, best performance of the game. Dom Fedorov, the Freedom Fighter, defensive side of things. Colton Bloom taking home the Special Teams Award. We're really looking forward to getting your stuff to you guys. Good luck in the offseason. BJ, we got to thank you again.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks to Chad,
Thanks
definitely.
to Chad for everything he's doing to spread the word about Freedom Fighter Outdoors.
Oh, it was a great thing here.
So Southern Columbia takes this one home this evening, 41-7 from Tiger Stadium. We mentioned that we will be on the road next week in Selinsgrove. And BJ, once again, I want to thank you personally for joining us and bringing up some great stuff for these kids to give away for their player of the game performance. I know you'll stay tuned as you follow the Tigers here from the end of the regular season through the playoffs, and we really appreciate that. But we really appreciate you being involved and, of course, the work you do within the community and giving back to your veterans. So we really do
an honor to be able to do
that.
it.
Yeah, and really quick, Chad was gracious to make a donation to the FFO. BJ, here you go. Use it locally.
That is much appreciated.
We're going to take Chad gave a nice donation today to the Freedom Fighter Outdoors. We definitely be able to use that somewhere. BJ will maybe on the deer hunt or the rabbit or even the pheasant hunt. We'll be able to use that. So thank you.
Check out our website
Chad.
and you'll see videos of it.
Yeah, definitely. So again, thank you for everybody tuning in. If you want to get a hold of us, Freedom Fighter Outdoors on Facebook, Instagram, on the internet. Other than that, guys, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate everybody. Good night.